Of the cross, the outdoor stations of the cross.
And there's a shot of the Martyr Shrine Church here in Midland, Ontario. Thank you very much for so doing, and a good morning to you. It's been a very moving, a very pleasant, and a very sunny morning here on the nearby shores of Georgian Bay as we bring you this visit by Pope John Paul II to the Martyr Shrine in Midland, Ontario. With me, Father Bill Ryan, Jesuit Father Bill Ryan, and also Patrick Madabi, who is a representative of the Sucker Creek band of the Ojibways from Manitoulin Island, and Father Winston Rye, who has been our tour guide. Father Rye is a former director of the Martyr Shrine here in Midland, Ontario. The Pope acknowledges the cheers of these tens of thousands of people who are here at the beautiful site of the Martyr Shrine.
The sound of the Holy Spirit. Peace be with you.
C'est maintenant le moment pour les Autochtones d'honorer le Saint-Père avec la cérémonie du Sweetgrass,
with the Sweetgrass ceremony, and by offering him an eagle's feather. It is a ceremony of purifying the spirit and the heart of all that separates people one from another and everything which separates them from their Creator.
The eagle feather is a symbol of knowledge and direction, and a recognition of humility in the great leader. His powerful spirit must seek wisdom and compassion.
La plume d'aigle est un symbole de savoir et de leadership. L'aigle étant aussi considéré comme le gardien des choses de l'esprit dans la spiritualité amérindienne.
worship song called a hand-in-hand song. It's usually sung before embarking or coming home from a long trip. It's a song to a greeting for a meeting of the nations, the various Indian nations. So we see the elders coming up now. This group from Cornwall is led by Michael Mitchell. He's the elected chief, and with him are some traditional longhouse singers. The longhouse requested that these people come up here. They felt that the Pope is giving strong recognition to their culture, and they felt that they want to honor him by coming here, and because of his outspoken views on the retention of our culture. We see now they're bringing the sweetgrass ceremony to the Holy Father. The sweetgrass ceremony is conducted by our elders. Dominic Ishkokigan from the Spanish River Reserve will be performing the sweetgrass ceremony. With Dominic Ishkokigan is Mary Lou Fox from the Ojibwe Cultural Foundation, who's been instrumental in coordinating the native participation, and Ernestine Buzwa as well. Dominic Ishkokigan is saying some prayers to the Great Spirit. They're burning the mixture of sweetgrass, sage, and cedar now, purifying the area. Now you see Dominic going around with the sweetgrass purification aspects of this ceremony. With him there is Elder Ernest Benedict, facing the east. Again, he's carrying a yellow prayer cloth. Represents wisdom and knowledge, and he has brought with him a gift of tobacco. Now he is coming to the elder representing the south, carrying the red prayer cloth. This elder is Bill Trudeau from Okamekong Reserve on Manitoulin Island. He has brought with him the gift of cedar, which represents rebirth, life, and growth. Now we come to Helen Trudeau, also from Okamekong Reserve on Manitoulin Island. She's carrying with her the prayer cloth from the west. She carries with her sage, which represents cleansing and purification. Dominic is now meeting with Emil McCaughey, representing the Cree Nation from Port Albany. He's carrying the white prayer cloth. He's brought with him the gift of sweetgrass, which represents healing. They are now going to be blessing themselves. They are Much like the use of incense, they are purifying themselves. Dominic there, as you see him, using the smoke from the sweetgrass. Now his assistants as well cleanse themselves. As you can hear in the background, Dominic Shkogan is speaking in his Anishinaabe language. Now they're going to purify the gifts. Participation shown here by the native people is a collection of participation by the three major indigenous groups in this province, the Anishinaabe from the far north, the Anishinaabe from the central and northern Ontario, and the Haudenosaunee people from the southern part of the province. Now Dominic Ishkog's assistants are going to each of the elders with the sweetgrass. They too will cleanse themselves prior to the presentation of the eagle feather. These prayer cloths will be kept at the Anderson Lake Spiritual Center. Once this is all over, be a remembrance for the people to come and bring these out and use them on special occasions. And now the Holy Father. Here we see Elder Ernest Benedict bringing up the eagle feather. This eagle feather has a great deal of symbolism in it. It represents the Council of Three Fires, the Odawa, the Potawatomi, the Ojibwe. It has a great detail beaded into it, the stem. It has symbolism of fire to light the way, the path of learning. There's lightning contained in the symbol. It's a symbol of fire, between the giving of heaven to earth when lightning strikes the earth. There's blue beads in there representing prayer. There are 4 color bands representing the 4 prayer cloths that I had mentioned earlier, representing the 4 directions, and also the 4 races of man, the black, white, yellow, and red. The red background as well is symbolism for the road on the path, the good road. Included as well is some symbolism on the eagle feather stem is the sweetgrass and the eagle feather itself, which the Pope will become involved in. This whole eagle feather, the symbolism on it is like a story beaded right onto the stem of this eagle feather. The sweetgrass is on there. It's much like incense, which carries our prayers to heaven, with the blue band showing the incense rising to the heavens. At the bottom of the stem is rainbow colors, both in the Roman Catholic Church and with the Anishinaabe religion. There was a great flood that purified the earth, and the Great Spirit sent a rainbow down to the earth as a symbol of hope, and that's on there as a symbol of hope for our people. There are also 12 droplets at the bottom represents the 12 stones in the sweat lodge, or as well as the analogy, the 12 apostles. And there are 4 leather tongs at the bottom, each again representing the 4 directions. The eagle feather is the greatest honor that can be presented to any man.
By the great tree of peace, have placed the eagle at the top of the tree. The eagle has great courage beyond any other creature, and his travels are above us all. We believe that it is entirely fitting that this feather from the wings that have brushed against the sky shall be awarded to you for your supreme courage and spiritual achievement. As you proclaim the heavenly message, we remember that the Master has given his blood for the Word. You also have shed your blood. That has been noted on the feather. As you continue to proclaim the messages, we will await those words, for you have proven the strength of your devotion to truth. These are my words. Netonio Wanage.
As was mentioned, the eagle feather is given to the Holy Father.
And Patrick Madabi, the Pope, is obviously very moved, very emotional about this great honor that he has been given today.
Yes, receiving the eagle feather is not an everyday occurrence. It's usually presented to a warrior, and the Pope has indeed been fighting for peace throughout the world. And this is the recognition of that.
Having received the Eagle Feather Award, will now exhort the native deacons who are here today, deacons who have been ordained in the Roman Catholic Church and who work among the native people here.
Has been done and is still being done by missionaries. But in Northern Ontario, the task of evangelization is also carried out by native deacons. This had been Jean de Brebeuf's dream. By the exhortation to pursue their ministry, the Holy Father confirms the importance of the presence of these Ojibwe deacons in their communities.
L'évangélisation des peuples amérindiens s'est faite et continue de se faire par des missionnaires. Mais chez les Ojibwe du nord de l'Ontario, l'évangélisation est aussi animée maintenant par des diacres autochtones. En 1640, c'était déjà le rêve de Brébeuf. En les exhortant à poursuivre leur travail d'évangélisation, le pape confirme l'importance de la présence de ces diacres au sein de leur communauté.
My dear brothers, deacons of the church from the native people of this land, at your ordination to the diaconate, you were marked with the Holy Spirit, and you committed yourselves to serve the Lord in His church. I exhort you once again, go and spread the good news by your actions and your words, by witnesses to the unending love that God has for all people.
Deacon Angus Naganagijic.
Peace be with you.
With you.
Deacon Joe Fox.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you.
Also with you.
Peter Johnson.
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Deacon Duncan Dumoulin.
Peace be with you.
Deacon Dominic Escopigan.
Peace be with you.
Deacon Richard Sayers.
Peace be with you.
Blessing of the cross which stands on the right of the altar, we have to go down the stairs. The cross. Huge cross is like right side of the cross.
See the native deacons. As you can see, the native deacons are just leaving now. Quite a few deacons from the Manitoulin and North Shore area and up towards Lake Superior. We have Dominic Escopigan from the Spanish River Reserve, Mr. Peter Johnson from Cutler Reserve, Mr. Joseph Fox from West Bay on Manitoulin Island, as well as Angus Naganagijic from Manitoulin Island, Mr. Murray Sayers, Richard Sayers from the North Shore, as well as Duncan Dumoulin from the North Shore. The stoles that the deacons received from His Holy Father were designed by the people from Manitoulin Island.
And want to save us by the power of His cross, free us from sin, and let us live each day for you. Bless this sign of glory, and let it remind us that Jesus died and rose for all. Help us to carry our cross with Him every day and to follow Him in serving others, for He lives and reigns forever and ever.
Ave Maria. All join in. Tous, s'il vous plaît, chantez avec nous.
my brothers and sisters, I remain deeply impressed by our 2 days celebration, deeply impressed by the spiritual, mystical presence of the holy martyrs, deeply impressed by the traditions of your native peoples. By the traditions introduced in the context of Christian faith and of our churchly liturgy, deeply impressed by your spiritual and ethical attitude, deeply impressed by our common prayer, by the witness of all of us present here at this holy place. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to you